guys didn't get ranch?
Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you're new here, and I'm so excited that you joined me today. Today, we're doing a very impromptu bookshop with me video. So I'm going to go into Barnes & Noble, which is right over there, and I'm going to go in for a few things that I've had my eye on for quite some time. This morning I am up and out early because my husband had a doctor's appointment, which I kind of left you guys hanging on that, and I'm so sorry about that. I never meant to. As of right now, his health issues that were super bad once before have kind of ceased. I think we're in the clear because the specialist and the doctors that we have seen, they can't really find anything traceable, and so it's just kind of like a one-time thing. I'm hoping so, and they think so. But right now we're taking precautions as far as like medication goes and everything, and hopefully we won't have another problem like this. But I also have a lot of books to unhaul. I don't know if you guys have seen my recent unhaul. If you haven't seen that, go watch that first. I'm taking all of those books to my local used bookstore. They usually buy them from me or give me store credit from them, so I usually do that. I do not use Pango. I have not used Pango. I'm not saying I won't in the future, but this is just what's easier for me, and I usually buy most of my books there anyway. So, but yeah, I thought it would be fun to take you along with me as I go into Barnes & Noble as well as my local used bookstore. So let's go see what kind of books we can find.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. I've officially made it back home from book shopping this morning, and I went to 2 different bookstores. I ended up going to Barnes & Noble, which I showed you a little bit, and then I ended up going to my local used bookstore, which is called McKay's. Now, if you noticed, I did not give you a single sliver of footage from McKay's, and that is for good reason, because there was absolutely 8 million people in there. I'm thinking it's because school is out and everybody is like, yay, books, which is good. I'm not going to complain about that one bit, but that is apparently the place to go. So I'll have to show you what I got instead. So what do you guys want to start with first? Tell you what, I'll show you what I got at McKay's first, and then I'll show you what I got in Barnes & Noble. So McKay's, I ended up dropping about half of my books off because they were only taking like one tote at a time, and they normally don't do that. So I had to take half my books back home. They're still in my car, and I'm gonna have to drop those off tomorrow. So I only got about half the credit that I thought I was going to, but nevertheless, I still got a lot of credit. And apparently this was the trip for Cozy Mysteries because I got quite a few Cozy Mysteries. Books or takeout, you choose. Taco John's, I've never even heard of Taco John's. Okay, here we go. So I got 7 books. 6 of them were Cozy Mysteries. Okay, so the first few books that I got are actually part of a series, and they do still have the stickers on them, so just kind of pretend that they don't. And a couple of my friends have been reading this series, or have been reading the first book, and they really liked the first book, and McKay's had books 2 and 3, and I just couldn't let them sit there because they were in good condition, and they were cheap. So this is called The League of Literary Ladies Mystery, and the first book is Mayhem at the Orient Express, and this is basically a cozy mystery based off of the Murder on Orient Express by Agatha Christie. And then I also picked up book 2, which is A Tale of Two Biddies, and book 3, which I'm so excited about because I think it's Halloween themed, and it's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Look at that cute little cat on the cover. So yes, I did pick up those, and I am excited to dive into this series. Okay, guys, I like to go in my Cozy Mysteries in order, but I kind of broke my own rule with this one because it just looks so cute. And I think it takes place on a cruise ship. This one is called Tidal Wave, and it's by Lorna Barrett. I think this is, yeah, it's part of the Booktown mystery series, which I think I actually own the first book of this series, but this looked like a cruise ship to me. Let me make sure it takes place on a cruise ship. It does. Guys, cruise ships are my happy place. I love the beach. Like, I would go to the beach any other day, but if you put me on a cruise ship, honey, I'm living my best life. So I may break my unspoken rule about this one because I don't think this is book 1. I mean, it's a mystery and it's on a cruise ship. Do I need to say more? And what I went in there for, guys, I'm a little bit salty, not even gonna lie. Okay, while I'm talking to you, I'm gonna take this sticker off. I'm a little bit salty because I went in there for this series in particular because I just finished Live and Let Chai, which is the cutest cozy mystery that I've ever read that takes place at a beach, and it's like a seaside cafe sort of thing. I think it's, yeah, a seaside cafe mystery. And I was looking, every time I've been in that bookstore, I have seen this series. Like, it's always in there. Now, I did find books 3 and 4. Why do we still put stickers on books? With all the technology that we have, why are we still doing that? This is not the Middle Ages. What are we doing? Book 3 is called A Tide and Punishment, and this little guy right here, he is like the mascot of her seaside cafe, and his name is Lou. And then book number 4 is called A Call for Kelp. So I am so excited to dive into the rest of this series. I will definitely get my hands on book 2. I don't know if I'm going to wait to see if it comes to that bookstore or not. I think I may just end up like buying it on Amazon, just because I am so excited to finish this series. And then I think I had the score of the day because I was looking at just a random shelf, right? And I was going through there and I spotted this book and I stopped instantly and I was looking around like, how has nobody seen this book? It's this busy and nobody has seen this book. Let me explain, okay? I am going to read Fourth Wing. Okay, I'm gonna read it. And I do have the special edition of Fourth Wing. I have the sprayed edges. I'm going to read this book. You mark it down. I know I'm not a fantasy girly, but I do want to dive into this one because I have to know what you guys are talking about. But because I haven't read Fourth Wing, I have not picked up Iron Flame yet. Look at me, self-control. That's good decisions. But look what I found at this used bookstore. Iron Flame, and the best part, these sprayed edges. Are you joking? Now, these edges obviously have been used. They're not in the best shape, but again, it was $16, and I'm pretty sure, don't write it down anywhere, but I am pretty sure that they do not make the black sprayed edges anymore. The bigger bookstore chains may, but I know Amazon for a fact does not sell the black edges anymore. So I am so excited. When I saw this, I literally had to stop And I was like, this has to be a simulation. Like, I'm in a dream. So yeah, that was my score of the day. More takeout. Just kidding, guys. It's books. Chill. Okay. I ended up buying 3 books at Barnes & Noble, and I went in there for 2, and oh, I only found one of them. Okay, let's talk about the book that I did go in there for. One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. Guys, I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but story time really quick. Ruth Ware was the reason that I actually started reading thrillers. And if you've been around for a while, you guys know that thrillers are my ideal genre. And she was the reason why I started reading thrillers. I picked up The Death of Mrs. Westaway and have not looked back since. So Ruth Ware holds a special and dear place in my heart. I even told her that when I met her and Riley Sager. She was actually the reason that I was introduced to Riley Sager. I just adore Ruth Ware. And I'm going to be honest, her last release didn't really scream at me. I do have it up there. And it's actually a signed edition because I met her and she signed it. But this one, y'all, this one is calling my name loud and clear. Okay, so this one, basically, I think it's about a girl. Let me just read what it's about. You guys got time. Lila is in a bit of a rut. Her postdoctoral research has fizzled out. She's pretty sure they won't extend her contract, and things with her boyfriend, Nico. I'm pretty sure there was a character in Reckless Girls named Nico. Nothing ever good happens with a Nico, y'all. Sorry if your name is Nico. An inspiring actor aren't going great. When the opportunity arises for Nico to join the cast of a new reality TV show, One Perfect Couple, she decides to try out with him. A whirlwind audition process later, Lila finds herself whisked off to a tropical paradise with Nico, boating through the Indian Ocean toward Ever After Island, where the 2 of them will compete against 4 other couples in order to win a cash prize. This is like Hunger Games meets Survivor. I'm here for it. I just wanted to point out real quick that this is the only sticker that I will approve of from now on, because this was 30% off, plus I'm a member, so I get 10% off that. I got this book for 40% off, and it was cheaper than it would be on Amazon. I did not go into Barnes & Noble looking for this book. However, I did know without a doubt that I wanted to own this book, and that is Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. Can we just take a minute, y'all? Do you guys know what this is, you young folks? This is a VHS tape, and this is absolutely stunning. I am going to display this somewhere on my shelves because I feel like this is the epitome of everything that I read. One of my favorite tropes, I won't say my favorite, one of my favorite tropes in a thriller is the creepy VHS tape. Yeah, Daisy Darker has that trope, and Daisy Darker is one of my favorite thrillers of all time. So I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that this one does not disappoint. If I go into this book and it's disappointing, I will have trust issues for the rest of my life. Not to be over dramatic or anything. And last, but certainly not least, this is a book that I kind of picked up on a whim, but I have a feeling that it's going to be a good one. And it's called Pearl in the Sand, and it's by Tasha Afshar. I have recently been hearing a bunch of my friends read from this author, and I really wanted to pick up In the Field of Grace, which is a biblical fiction based off the story of Ruth from the Bible. We all know that the story of Ruth is a nonfiction story, like it really happened. But Tasha Afshar apparently takes these books in the Bible and kind of fills in the blanks of everything we don't know and makes them a what would have happened, so a biblical fiction. I could not find that one, but I did find this one, and I think that I may be a little bit more excited for this one. Guys, this is about Rahab. If you've never read the story of Rahab, I strongly encourage you to do so. It is such a good story. Basically, Rahab was a harlot, and she was approached by these spies that were sent by Joshua, and she actually housed them in order to save her family. And long story short, God basically used Rahab in so many different ways. And guys, I can't, even with the little scarlet thread on the back, I am so incredibly excited for this one. I'm really nervous and excited to see how I'm gonna like biblical fiction. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad, and I'm gonna read all these, and I'm so excited about each and every single one of these. And yeah, I just got to figure out where they're gonna go. All right, my friends, that is all I have to share with you today. Thank you for going on this impromptu bookshop with me vlog. I am so excited about everything that I picked up today. Do you have any favorites in this pile? If you do, let me know down below which one I should make a priority first. And until next time, my friends, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.